Hello class, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Good day kung ano mang oras ninyo pinapanood ito ngayon, okay? We will be tackling the cell structure and taxonomy. And by the way, this is chapter 2 of your, under your syllabus. This is under the chapter 2. And we will be discussing the cell structure and the taxonomy. So the cell, let us first talk about the cell. Cell is first termed by Robert Hooke in 1665. Natakal natin yan nung unang chapter natin. Okay, so the characteristic of a cell is digestion, metabolism. It can grow, it can reproduce. It can also be responsible for irritability, and it can mutate and adapt to its environment. So there are two classifications of microorganisms. There are cellular and acellular microorganisms. So yung cellular organisms natin, yan yung kasama dyan, under dyan is yung fungi, plantae, protista, and the animalia. Under the acellular microorganisms are the viruses, virids, and prions. So let us now talk about the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. The prokaryotes have a nucleoid. It has a cell wall. However, in some eukaryotes, it has also cell wall. It has a capsule, and it has a flagellum. While in the eukaryotes, we have that what you call the nucleus, the nucleolus, and the nuclear membrane. And sa labas ng nuclear membrane, makikita natin dyan ang cell membrane, the endoplasmic reticulum, the cytoplasmic membrane, the ribosomes, the chloroplast, and the Golgi apparatus. We can also see the mitochondrion and the cytoplasm. Yung functions niya, I have discussed it already, and it was included in your first handout that was sent to you via our GCR. Okay? So what are the classifications of microorganisms under the prokaryotes? Ayan, nandiyan ang archaeans, cyanobacteria, and the bacteria. So under the microscope, ganito ang itsura ng mga bacteria na yan. The next is the eukaryotes. Kabilang dyan ang algae, protozoa, fungi, plants, animals, and humans. Okay? And yung isa pang classification which is the acellular is the viruses, the virus, the prions. Ayan, ganyan po ang kanyang itsura under the microscope. So, cytology. The typical animal cell and a plant cell. Itong orange, yan yung animal cell, and then the green one is the example of a plant cell. So, makikita natin yung pagkakaiba dyan ng animal and plant cell. So let us now proceed with the life cycle and the reproduction of organisms and their cell. Okay, so it is defined as the generation to generation sequence of stages that occur in the reproductive history of an organism. So I have already discussed you last week the stages of mitosis and the cell division. So during the mitosis, ayan, meron yung tinatawag natin na interphase. Next is the prophase. There is also inlate prophase, the metaphase, the anaphase, telophase, and the cytokinesis. If you can see, during the interphase, single cell pa lang yan, ha? And pagdating ng prophase, ayan na, nagkakaroon na ng reproduction dyan. Hanggang sa anaphase, hanggang sa metaphase. Pagdating ng anaphase, maghihiwalay na sila sa telophase, magsistart na sila maghiwalay, and then sa telophase, ganyan din siya hanggang pagdating ng cytokinesis, yung apat, di ba, X yan. Pagdating ng anaphase, nagiging letter V na siya, nahati na yung X. Pagdating ng telophase, mahahati na naman yung V into a single cell that is what you call the daughter cells, the cytokinesis. So, ito yung nangyayari dyan. During the prophase 1, ayan, the chromosomes condenses and the nuclear envelope breaks down. Ayan, so crossing occurs. Nagkakaroon na ng crossing, di ba? Nag-e-X na sila. Pagdating ng metaphase, ayan, pairs of homologous chromosomes move to the equator of the cells. Ayan, ganyan siya. So, the red and the blue, ayan, magkakasama na siya, magkaka-cross na sila. And then the anaphase, the homologous chromosomes move to the opposite poles of the cell. Ayan, maghihiwalay na yan sa kabilang poles. Okay? Pagdating ng telophase 1 and cytokinesis, ayan, the chromosomes gather at the poles of the cells, the cytoplasm divides. Right. And then, when the process will be on the prophase 2, a new spindle form around the chromosomes. Ayan. So, nagkakaroon na ng, kung makikita nyo, yung picture dito is may mga red na siya dun sa kanyang dulo. Okay? And then the metaphase 2. Okay. So, wait lang ha. Let us go back to the reproduction of the organisms and their cells. Okay, balikan natin ha. Balikan natin. Ganito siya. Ulitin natin, class. Reproduction of the organisms. Prophase 1, prophase 2, metaphase 1, metaphase 2, anaphase 1, anaphase 2, telophase 1, and then the telophase 2. Sa prophase 1, may crossing. Nagkakaroon na ng crossing over occurs. And then, sa prophase 2, nagkakaroon na ng new spindle forms around the chromosomes. Pagdating ng metaphase 1, nagpe-pairing na sila, pairing of homologous chromosomes. Pagdating ng metaphase 2, ayan na, the chromosomes line up at the center. Okay? And then anaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes move to the opposite poles of the cell. And then anaphase 2, the centromeres divide. Ayan na. 'Di ba X siya kanina, nagiging letter V na lang siya. And then chromatids move to the opposite poles of the cells. Pagdating ng telophase, ayan, chromosomes gather at the poles of the cells. The cytoplasm already divides. So at pagdating ng telophase 2 and yung tinatawag natin na cytokinesis, a nuclear envelope forms around each set of chromosomes. Then the cytoplasm divides. Okay? So, okay na tayo dyan, ha? The fungi life cycle. Okay, so number 1 dito is yung mating type haploid, mycelia. Number 1 is the mating type plasmogamy. Then, number 3 is the gills lined with basidia. Ayan na siya. Number 4 is the basidia. Andito na nagsisimula yung tinatawag natin na karyogamy. Tatlo lang yan, plasmogamy, karyogamy, and meiosis. Okay, during the karyogamy, meron dyan yung basidia or dikaryotic. And then meiosis, yan. Hanggang sa magkaroon na ng haploid mycelia. Okay, next is the alternation of generation. Okay, so let us now go to the eukaryotic cell structure. Ayan, nai-discuss ko na rin yung functions and structure last meeting sa inyo. The plastids, the cell wall. Okay, so as with the prokaryotic cell structure, it is 10 times smaller than the eukaryotic. So, example is the E. coli that is 1 micrometer wide, 2 to 3 micrometer long. Is simpler. The reproduction is through binary fission. All bacteria and archaeans are prokaryotes. Na-discuss ko sa inyo nung last yung binary fission class, ha? So, okay na tayo dyan sa structure ng cytoplasm. Yan. We have also discussed that. the prokaryotic cell structure. Yan. So, microscopically, may pag sinilip nyo ang isang example ng prokaryotic cell sa microscope, ganyan ang makikita nyo. You will see the nucleus, the plasma membrane, the cytosol, and the glycocalyx. So, the slime layer. This is not highly organized and is not firmly attached to the cell wall. It easily detaches from the cell wall and drifts away, enables an organism to slide or glide along solid surfaces. They are also called as pseudomonas. Okay. Next. The capsule. It is a highly organized and firmly attached to the cell wall. Consists of polysaccharides, plastilipids, proteins such as Haemophilus influenza, pneumonia, the Staphylococcus pneumonia. This is identified by the negative stain antigen antibody test. Encapsulated bacteria produces colonies of nutrient agar that are smooth, mucoid, and glistening. Serves as an antiphagotic function. Survives longer in the human body. Next, yan, flagella. Na ano na rin natin yan. Flagella is the thread-like protein appendages that enable the bacteria to move. Okay? The pili or the fimbriae, the function is enable the bacteria to adhere or to attach to the surface. The spores, yan, resistant to heat, cold, drying, and most chemicals survive for many years in soil and dust. These are also resistant disinfectants. Germination of spores. So terminal or subterminal spores. Their example is Bacillus and Clostridium. Ayan, so makikita rin natin dito yung example ng mga gram-positive cocci, gram-negative aerobic, and anaerobic. So under gram-positive cocci is the Enterococcus, Micrococcus, Staphylococcus, Streptococcus. Sa gram-negative aerobic is the Actinobacillus, Aeromonas, Bartonella, Bordetella, Brucella, Brocalia, ayan, and the like. Gram-positive rods are the Actinomycetes, Bacillus, Corynebacterium, Listeria, Mycobacterium, Nocardia, Rhodococcus, Streptomyces. Under the gram-negative rods, the curved spiral shape is the Borrelia, Campylobacter, Helicobacter, Leptonema, Leptospira, Treponema. Okay? Ayan. So, punta na tayo sa taxonomy. Taxonomy is hindi siya makita ng buo. So, sa taas niyan is the kingdom. Okay? Taxonomy means the classification. Classification, nomenclature, identification. Okay? So, classification is the arrangement of organisms into taxonomic groups on the basis of similarities or relationships. So the nomenclature means the assignment of names to the various taxa according to the international rules. Identification naman is the process of determining whether an isolate belongs to one of the established named taxa or represents a previously unidentified species. Okay? King play chess on funny green squares. That is the mnemonic, ha? May naibigay na rin ako sa inyong ibang mnemonic last time, di ba? And have you already watched the video that I have sent to our GCR? Meron din doon, okay? So, yan. So, king means kingdom, play is the phylum, chess is the class, funny, on, order, funny, family, the green is the genus, and the squares is the species. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Okay? Naano na natin yan, na-discuss na natin yan nung nakaraan. Alright, so yun lamang para sa chapter 2 natin. And additional lang naman ito para dun sa na-discuss natin mga naunang lectures last week. So, To end this discussion, let me share to you that everything has a beauty, but not everyone sees it. And this discussion has ended.